Hi! So this is what the deck looks like now. All of the containers that were on the deck over at the farm are now here. It is summertime, therefore not a lot is growing. But this is a nice little seating area here. And then I've got these two trees in the middle. This almond tree lost its leaves and then it grew new ones after being transplanted, so that's really good. The solar cooker here is great. It's the right height, it's level, it's doing really good. This little portable one back here also, it's getting used, it's really good. The solar oven is under this. I'm keeping it from getting wet, but it fits very nicely on this ledge because this railing is good enough to hold it. I have an olive tree in a bucket. That's very nice. So here we go. This is the deck. It's very nice. You can see out into the yard. It's lovely, lovely. And then you come around here and look at this. You have another deck. And this one has an outdoor kitchen. So I'm very, very pleased. Let me give you a tour of what is happening with all the transplanted trees and bushes. And bees. Yes, those were transplanted from the farm too. So this is an elderberry tree, a little bitty one, a new one. I decided to go ahead and put it in this tall pot. And it lost all its leaves and then it grew new ones back again, so it's doing very well. The same thing happened here to this orange tree. It had oranges on it. I had no choice but to transplant it. When I did, it lost its leaves and it grew new ones back. So I'm happy about that. And then we're going to go in here and we're going to see what's going on in here. Look at this jungle. It's becoming a little jungle in here. I have a mulberry tree that keeps growing up all by itself. I keep chopping it, it keeps growing back, I keep chopping, it keeps growing back. It's growing from underneath the house, but it's not hurting the foundation or anything because it's not really under the house, it's right next to the house. I've been dealing with it for years, so I'm going to be cutting it back soon and then harvesting the leaves. This tangerine tree, also, it's doing well. Again, it lost its leaves, or they turned yellow, either or, and now it's getting new leaves back, and they're getting their nice green color back again. Over here, we've got some watermelon growing down there. There's another tangerine tree. It's been really hot, so they're kind of thirsty. This is what happens to them in the summer. That's their normal look for all the citrus trees. This one's doing very well. The fig tree. I put the fig tree into a bucket and all the leaves promptly turned brown. And then new leaves grew back. So, yay! We have the fig tree. Now, let's move to over here. Over here beside the pool, I had moved some grapes. Yes, 3 pots look like dead leaves. They do. The last pot over there is doing very well. These 3 dead leaves ones are not dead. And in fact, some of them are starting to sprout more green leaves. So, successful transplanting there. This is the other end of the deck. And I have to go through these trees. There's an apple tree. You know, this is the same apple tree that on the other side like at the farm, this was the way it looked. And it looks the same, so I'm going to assume it's still doing well. This is a rose bush that I had planted from the other side. It lost all of its leaves, and now it's growing new ones back. So it will be doing well. This is another rose bush down here that I transplanted. The leaves turned brown, but the stems are still green. And that's what the other rose bush did. I'm still waiting on it. I'm not giving up. I'm not giving up at all. Let's come over here. Here's a rose bush that was transplanted. This is a pomegranate tree that was transplanted. And just like all the other pomegranate trees, it turned brown. But if you take a look at the base is still green. Grapes transplanted, doing well. Another rose bush transplanted, doing well. Tree transplanted, it turned yellow, it's now doing well. And we're coming back around here on the deck. I mean, I think that olive tree is doing beautifully. And so is this citron tree. And this is an almond tree. And you hear the guinea pigs. So let's come see over here. Here we go. This is a pomegranate tree that was transplanted. And as you can see, it grew its leaves back after all the leaves turned brown and fell off. And now you can see it's getting leaves back again. Let's see some more. Here we go. Let's start with this one. This tree, it lost all of its leaves. And then it grew new one back. So, yay! And this tree's doing well. And this tree's doing well. And this tree's doing well. And this tree, it took a while for the leaves to dry. But they did. It's still alive. So it's also getting new leaves back. That's what happens. Trees go through shock. You have to be patient and allow them to go through it. And continue watering them. Over here, we have this pelargonium that was transplanted. And we have the blackberry bushes that were transplanted here. And we have the Louisa that was transplanted. And the oregano that was transplanted. So these are doing well. And over here, we have another tangerine tree. As you can see, it's doing well. And just as a little bonus, I've got all these blackberries growing on my blackberry bush. Soon I'll have blackberries. And this is the thyme that was transplanted. Let's see what else over here we can get. Of course, this is the pond. Sounds lovely. So I had some elderberry, some branches. I don't know if you can see it. there are leaves growing on this branch. I'm rooting the elderberry, and it's doing very well. I have a few sticks in here rooting. I find that pond water does an excellent job rooting. This is a rosemary that was transplanted, doing well. This tree's doing well. The cherry tree's doing well. Apple tree's doing well. The marjoram's doing well. I have in here a pomegranate tree. It lost all its leaves and now it's growing them back. That's why I have hope for the other ones. See, this one, all its leaves dried, and once most of the leaves dried and fell off, it grew new ones back. This is a rose bush. The stems are still green, but again, like the other ones, I see that the stems are very green and strong. This is a flower bush. Not only did it transplant well, but it's even getting flowers. Grapes. More grapes there. And now it's getting a little dark. But as you guys can see, the transplanting has done very, very well. Until next time.